Hello, namaste, welcome back to greetarot. So how are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope it's an amazing day for you. So if you're new here, if you like my content, please support my channel. If you have already supported me, thank you so very much for all the love and the support. Means a lot to me. Thank you so very much. So in the description box, I have my Instagram page link. If you want to follow me there, go ahead and give it a follow. And the decks that I'm using today will also be listed in the description box. So the topic for today is what you don't see coming. That is happening. Okay, so that's the topic. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind, and these are timeless readings as well, so whenever you watch this reading might have a message for you. So as you can see, I have kept 3 groups to choose from. So for group number 1, we have the aquamarine crystal. For group number 2, citrine. For group number 3, carnelian. So close your eyes, relax, connect. You can go with the images of the card or crystals. Just choose intuitively, okay? So the timestamps will be given in the description box. I'm gonna see you in your group. So namaste, group number 1, if you have chosen the aquamarine crystal with motherboard strength, let's see what you don't see coming. I am getting 2 words for you: fertility, flow. So maybe your fertility is flowing. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so I feel like shuffling first and then I'll start your reading today. That's what it feels like. I just felt like I need to shuffle everything. I need to get all the cards out and then I will speak. So here we have 4 cards. We have High Priestess. So I think Queen of Wands came first, then High Priestess. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it. Then I have one more deck. We have the tea leaf cards to take out, and then I'll take that, and then I will end your reading with an affirmation. Okay, so let's see. So what? Oh, it came very quick. Okay. So we have the carrot came first, then we have the door, wedge, and float. Okay, so the affirmation I will take later. Okay, so let's start your reading. So we have the aquamarine crystal. Aquamarine crystal for me talks about flow. As I told, the flow, fertility is going to flow for you guys. That's what you don't see coming. So if you're someone who is planning to become a mother, if you're trying to conceive, I feel like that's going to happen. It's going to flow, like everything will be in sync and you will be able to conceive as you want, right? So sometimes we plan and sometimes the plan doesn't go the way, but this time I feel like your plans are going to happen the way you want. That's what you're not seeing. So maybe for some of you this can be regarding your projects, right? Regarding a project that you want to manifest. Maybe you're planning that I want to do this way, this way. Yes, it's going to happen because this is a very fertile time for you guys. That is something I'm seeing here. That's one message that I got. Next, let's start. We have the 13 strength with motherwort. So there was a village in Japan where this plant motherwort used to grow, and there was a stream of water. So the people in that village used to drink water, and they lived up to 130 years. So it's a very good plant for longevity, right? So I feel like your health is going to be very, very good. Physical strength, maybe you're someone who is planning to do some sort of strength training, or if you're already doing it, I feel like you will be feeling the strength. You will be getting the strength. You will be if you used to struggle with back pain, I feel like that's easing for you. So physical health, I'm getting it's getting better for you guys. Yeah, that's one thing. And others, if you have been seeing your mother strength not so great. I feel like she's also gaining the strength. If you've been praying for that, I see that what you don't see coming is your mother is healing and she's getting the strength. Okay, so this is also a specific message here. Again, it feels like there is this mother and this person is like the lion is laying on her shoulder, and the lion is feeling very great. And if you look at the card, there are people who are walking together, right? It feels like they're climbing a mountain, and they're able to do, even though they are not so in great shape, they're able to climb the mountain. That's something I'm feeling here. So again, it feels like you're going to do something that you thought that you don't have strength to do. You will be doing it. For example, it can be like hiking, and you felt like you will be out of breath, you will not be able to do it, and you're making it happen, right? So it feels like some of you are recognizing your strength and that you had this strength. That's something I'm seeing here. Or maybe you will be seeing that your mother had this strength. You never thought that your mother had this much strength. You thought that she's not so courageous, but she's doing something that is very courageous, and you're very proud of her. So something that you don't see coming is one of those things. And for other people, I'm getting a lot of messages. So maybe for some of you have been disappointed with this flute card. You have been disappointed with your mother in some way or some form, or maybe you thought that you're not getting that nourishment from her, and so you tried to please her, try to do whatever makes her happy, but then also you're in a state where you have to please her. So maybe for some of you there is this click, like, yes, sometimes I have to nourish myself rather than longing for the nourishment from her. So I feel like you will be in a state of mind where you will be realizing that I got to nourish myself in order to get that, to fill that void. I cannot wait for her to fill that void. I should do it for myself, right? And sometimes we cannot change certain people, their ways, but here you have this understanding that healing is, the healing that you have to do, it's your responsibility. So yes, if I have this void, I cannot please her in order to make her realize to nourish me. Instead, rather, I should nourish myself. I should take care of myself. I should give that mothering love, the mother love to myself. So I feel like you will be doing that a lot. You will be taking care of your well-being, your heart. That's something I'm feeling like. One thing I see that for some of you, you might be starting a fitness journey that you're not expecting to do. Out of nowhere, you will have this motivation, or some news will come and you will be like, yeah, in the newspaper you will see some sort of exercise, or maybe in a magazine some sort of exercise they're telling, or maybe you watch a YouTube video and you see this exercise and you feel like, yeah, I need to do this, and you start doing it and you feel very great. That is also something I'm seeing here. It's about strength, physical strength, mental strength. For some of you, if you felt like you are not able to take care of other people, you're seeing that you were wrong, and you have the strength and everything to take care of other people. That is also something I'm seeing here. And one thing I'm feeling is like you're nurturing yourself. You're ending a chapter where you used to please other people to nourish you, because you had this void in you, because you wanted this nourishment. So you used to please other people, but you only were pleasing, you were not getting anything back. So now you are deciding that instead of pleasing, I should please myself, right? So I should take care of myself, well-being. That's why maybe you're focusing more on self-love, maybe starting an exercise routine, taking care of the things that you need to take care of, taking responsibility of your life. That's something I'm seeing here. So if there is a particular area in your life where you are procrastinating, sometimes some areas of our lives we kind of procrastinate. Maybe for some of you it is you nurturing yourself. You might be procrastinating it. Maybe you have been making time for other people but not you, right? Finally you'll be making time for yourself. That's something I'm seeing here. Again, the Venus energy, right? If you look at the Venus, it's good, right? It's the luxurious kind of energy where it's associated with beauty, comfortable life, right? And so here I feel like you're choosing your own comfort. You're opening your heart to the people that give you comfort. Rather, you're not trying to please people. Yeah, that pleasing mentality is going to shift. Maybe you have tried shifting it, but you were not able to do it. But this time I see that you will be setting good boundaries with the people you love. You love them a lot, but sometimes it's too much because we are just pleasing them and we are not getting anything back. And you're realizing that is so much bad to you. You're doing a lot of damage to you. For some of you, because of this boundary, you're setting this boundary, you will see that you're very fertile because you don't have that much stress, and that's why maybe for some of you, you will conceive very faster. Maybe you have been trying for so long and it was not happening because you were longing for that nourishment and you were not getting it, but finally you're setting this boundary, you're nourishing yourself, and then out of sudden you're seeing that you're pregnant. Like, that's the energy here. Some sort of void that you were trying to fill by pleasing others. Now you're not doing that. Instead, you're pleasing yourself, and that's how your manifestation is going to come. That's something I'm feeling very strongly here for you guys. And you know what the amazing thing is? For some of you, you thought that certain people will not support you, and those people are going to support you in this journey. Yeah, sometimes we make this person will not support me like that. They're like this only, but exact opposite is happening. That's something you don't see as like the people. Sometimes when we don't expect, we get from there, and that's exactly I'm seeing here. The people you thought will help you are not going to help you. Rather, the people you didn't have any expectations over, they are going to support you, they're going to help you. So that's something I'm seeing here. Okay, so wow, again with this Queen of Wands energy, it makes sense here. Someone is standing up for themselves, who has very strict boundaries, right? They're taking care of ourselves. They're taking responsibilities in their own hands and changing their life, right? If you want to gain that strength, you have to take that responsibility in order to change your life. So you have to start exercising for yourself. Sometimes in life what happens, we have a busy schedule, right? And there you have to take care of your parents, your work. So you're giving priority to all those things, but you are the last on your list. And the change that you're making is, you're going to be the first on the list. As you're becoming first on the list, you are able to achieve your dreams and goals very fast, very quickly, because this is a very fertile time for you guys. That's something I'm saying here. Independence is one thing. So finally, as I told, you're not pleasing in order to fill the void. Rather, you're pleasing yourself and you're filling the void, and you're becoming more powerful. You're becoming more independent in yourself. And as you become more independent, you're getting the support that you wanted from the people who you thought, not from the people who you thought, but from different people, from other people. That's one thing I have to say here. Yeah. But very fertile energy for anything, okay? If you're starting a project, for love, it's fertile time. For if you're working on your personal growth, it's a very, very fertile time. You will be seeing the growth. Again, we have the peacock feathers here. So I feel like maybe for some of you devotees of Krishna, Lord Krishna, you believe in Lord Krishna, and definitely he's going to give you the nourishment that you want. That's what you're getting. I feel like you're getting the nourishing energy, the nourishment. Maybe from other people, as I told you, getting the nourishment. You expected one person to nourish you, but that person is not going to nourish you. There is someone else who is nourishing you. You will see that. As you start nourishing yourself, you're getting that nourishment from other people as well. And I even feel like as you're taking responsibility of your life, you're changing your diet, you're changing your habits, and that's giving you this physical strength, mental strength. So I see a major improvement in your physical and mental strength. Yes, mental health is improving and physical health as well. And because of it, you will be able to understand your intuition as well. And I see that you're decluttering the fears from your life. Rather, you are focusing more on your intuition. You're trusting your intuition and moving forward with it. That's what I feel like. Again, we have this Four of Pentacles energy and Page of Pentacles, right? We have Two Pentacles energy, and then we have this wedge. Someone is trying to come between your friend, something you want. Again, it's like feelings are safe. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry Again, we have disappointment in a friend or a lover. Someone is trying to come in between. So you don't have to worry about this third person. If there is someone in your life who is coming in between and making that chaos, you don't have to worry. Your relationship with this friend is protected and safe. Okay, so something like that. Maybe you have been disappointed with this friend or this person because they were trusting someone else. But here I feel like what you don't see coming is that you don't have to worry about this thing because you are safe, you're protected, your garden is safe and protected. All you need to do is to tend your garden, protect your garden. Yeah, maybe for some of you, the analogy that I'm getting is like, if you have a garden, nourish your garden, feed your garden, with the nutrients. Like maybe if you can put the eggshells, put it, right, water it, and if you can put the fence to protect it, do it. And as you do it, you will see that the relationship that you are nourishing will nourish you back. No one can get into your garden until you open the gate for them, right? So that's also there here. Again, it can be regarding our mental health as well, right? No one can get into our head unless we open our gate, our mind, right, to them, so they can just take our power away from us. So what you need to do is, I feel like what you will be doing that you don't see is like, you're going to protect yourself by having strong boundaries. Again, maybe there is a person who is coming in between and trying to manipulate them or something like that. If that is the case, you will be putting good boundaries, and because of this boundary, this person will not have any control over anything, right? So that's something I'm seeing here. So there is protection, so don't worry, no one can come in between. If there is someone coming in between, they will fail. That is also something I'm seeing, and your garden is going to be safe. And again, we have the dragonfly. It feels like you're taking control, you're taking charge of the things that you need to take charge of. You're not waiting for someone. And setting boundaries is very tough. And if you're someone who has people pleased everyone all their life, hardest part is to put the boundary. But that's worth it. You will feel guilty when you will put the boundary. And I get it, because I have been there. It's very, 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 we have this guilty feeling because we have been people pleasing all the time. And I get it. But that's needed right now in your life. And I see that you will have the strength and courage to place that boundaries. That's what I'm seeing here. And you are going to make your garden safe. It feels like some of you are taking your mental health so seriously. You're not allowing anyone to come and make you disappointed, make you get out of your path. No, you're not allowing that. And for that, you need immense courage, and you have that. That's what you don't see is, so no one can come and take the plants that you have planted, the growth. Sometimes the thieves will come and take the plants from our garden. Like how in reality it can be with our mind. They come and say some demotivative things, negative things, and then whatever we have planted, we start doubting it, whether it will grow or not. And here, before that, you are going to stop them. You're not going to allow them to enter and play games. That's what I see here for you guys. You're taking care of your mental well-being very seriously, and I appreciate you for that. I see that you're not seeing it right now, but you will be doing it. You will be protecting your space very well. Good. You will be listening to your intuition, not your fears. Again, this can be a person who is coming in between. You're not going to be worried. You're not going to allow them. So don't worry, you're protected. And we have this beautiful opportunity or windfall opportunities are waiting for you. So the opportunities that you didn't thought existed are going to come out of nowhere. For some of you, some of you didn't think that you will be able to become a mother. And that's happening because you're nourishing the void. It feels like the main energy I'm getting is like you tried to please everyone. So when we try to please everyone, we are not placing good boundaries. We are allowing everyone to come to our garden and stomp on it and destroy all the things that we have planted. But here the decision you're making is The decision that you're making is, no, I will not do it. I will be very, very, very guarded. I'll be like the security guard. I'll stand near the gate and only allow the people who are best for me to come. And that's exactly you're doing with your mindset here. You're only allowing the thoughts that are good for you, or you're only allowing the people who are good for you. And as you see that your stress is eliminating, and you're more in tune with your intuition, you're more in tune with the opportunities that are there for you, and you're taking charge towards it. That's the message here. And once we see things like that, we see more opportunities, because we're focused on the nourishment. We are nourishing ourselves. We are feeling like, yes, we can have more opportunities, and we are seeing that. Again, with this carrot, lot of carrots. So the fertile land, that's what the message is. A lot of fertility is there. Your crops are they have full nourishment, so they're growing beautifully, and you will get the harvest. So here what I see is like you're working on your physical, your mental strength. You're not allowing anyone's negativity to affect you. You're placing that boundaries, and you're trusting your intuition. And where you're not getting the nourishment, you're not pleasing them for nourishment, rather you're nourishing yourself. That's what the message. And as you nourish yourself, you're finding a lot of opportunities that you never thought existed for you. So it feels like some of you are becoming independent, nourishing yourself, and in the process, as you nourish yourself, you're finding people who will nourish you. That's what I'm getting here. With money as well, your mindset regarding money is shifting. You know, now maybe you are getting information, opportunities, where you need to invest, how you need to invest, where you need to spend. You're getting that understanding very well. And that's why your money area is good. No one is taking advantage of that, right? So it can be in any area. That's what it feels like for me. Okay, so yeah, that's the message, group number 1. Yeah, so let's see the final message. I'll end your reading with an affirmation. So we have your affirmation: my work is deeply fulfilling. It feels like, with this what I'm getting, she's so happy because she is nourishing herself. And when we start nourishing ourselves, we don't feel the void. We don't want anyone else to nourish us, because we are nourishing ourselves, because we are fulfilled in ourselves, because we have strong boundaries. So we are not allowing anyone to get into into our mind and make us feel insecure about ourselves. So once we are doing that, we are seeing that we are nourishing ourselves, and whatever work we are putting out, we are feeling good about it, and we are in touch with our intuition. That's what it feels like. Look, again, she has this net as well, and she's catching the stars that she wants. She's not going for the stars that other people are choosing for her. She's rather choosing the stars that make her happy, make her fulfilled. Yes, it feels like some of you are understanding how you used to not take care of yourself, and you're finding ways to take care of yourself. For some of you, this can be through exercise, gaining that physical strength. For some of you, as I told, mostly what I see is like you're protecting your garden by setting good boundaries, and you're not allowing anyone to disappoint you. I even see that you will be reacting to things, responding to things rather than reacting. That's what I meant. Yeah, so that's the message here. So I'll just read this out. Today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. So here to more rewarding experiences, here to more fulfilling life. You're going to fulfill your heart desires. That's what it feels like. As you're putting these boundaries, you're fulfilling your life desires, and you will see that your life is in flow. And as you're in flow with life, you see that your life is fertile. So that's one thing I have to say. Like the water is fertile, there's abundance of water. That's how you're seeing that your life is also fertile. There is abundance of everything. Like if you plant once, if you're planting something, you're seeing that your garden is full of flowers, fruits, whatever you want. So that's what it is. Again, with this mindset, as you're planting that good seeds with money, as you're getting into this prosperity mindset, you're seeing the change. As you're nourishing yourself, And when we start nourishing ourselves, we fill our heart, right? And we feel good, we feel fulfilled. And as we are feeling fulfilled, we are attracting more scenarios that will fulfill us, more people that will fulfill us, more foods that will fulfill us. And not only our stomach, but with nutrients as well. That's something I'm seeing here. So that's the message I got for you today. Hope it made sense, hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. So namaste, group number 2. We have the citrine with cat's claw purification with number 25. So let's see what is the message for you guys, what you don't see coming. So today I'm just going to shuffle the cards first, and then only I'll start the reading. Okay, so connect with me, just focus when I'm shuffling. So let's see what is the message, what you don't see coming, group number 2. What you don't see coming. I'm seeing a bridge. Someone is crossing over the bridge. Finally you're able to move to the other side. That's what I'm getting here. For some of you, I'm seeing a very good vacation that you're not seeing, and in that vacation you will feel very connected to yourself. That's what I feel like. You know, sometimes in life we feel so detached from ourselves. We don't feel connected to ourselves, our roots, right? It feels like some of you with this, even we have this purification card as well, it feels like some of you are feeling connected to your own heritage, your own roots. You're feeling connected to yourself, a sense of belonging. That's what I'm feeling like. Even though you're in a place where you feel like you don't belong, if you're in a place like that, that's changing. Yeah. So we have 3 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, some sort of travel adventures are coming your way that you don't expect. Okay, you have been working towards something. I feel like, yeah, some of you have been working towards something. Maybe you have been saving money to travel, and when you will be traveling, you will be doing some sort of adventures that will make you connected to yourself. That's what I feel like here. You will finally feel like that you belong to this thing. You belong to this place, or you belong to these people. Something like that for some of you. Anyways, let's take your tea leaves. Yes, again, spiritual love. With this, I feel like you're connecting to yourself. Okay, that's a lot. So let's see more. Oh wow, we have the Wealth card. And we have the older woman here. Okay, so let's start. So again, we have the citrine, and I cannot ignore the Wealth. So here, for some of you, what you don't see is an increase in your wealth. You're not seeing that right now. And we have the 8 of Pentacles energy as well, and Magician card as well. So here I feel like for some of you, you're going to see a major increase in your wealth. Okay, so maybe for some of you, your work is going to be recognized, appreciated, and yeah, maybe a person will appreciate your work, or maybe they will buy your work for a huge amount of money. Example, if you're an artist, right? I see that you haven't been feeling your work lately. You have had this creative block. So you are going somewhere out, and you're maybe for some of you, you're doing a detox program. I don't know, but maybe you're going to a place where it's very healing. Maybe you're going to a place like an place where there is a lot of peace, there is a lot of calmness, it's full of nature, and there you're getting a click. So you're taking out your book and you're drawing whatever you want to draw, and then you're publishing it somewhere. And this is seen by someone, maybe an older woman, and they appreciate it a lot, and they're buying that thing for a higher price than you expect. That's one thing. So for some of you, this can be in your work area as well. You were feeling that block, and finally you're going somewhere out, or maybe you're just meditating, you're starting meditation, or you're already doing some sort of meditation, and you're seeing that because of it you are very creative, you're feeling good about your work, and you're working, and your ideas are being approved by someone, so they're giving you a raise or something like that. That's one thing, that's one scenario I'm getting here. Okay, so for other it feels like you're going back to a place where you belong. Maybe you lived in a place all your life, but you never felt a sense of belonging. Now you're getting an opportunity to travel, and you're just traveling for like 15 or 20 days there, but there you feel connected to your roots. You have this sense of belonging, you feel the love in that place. I feel like what you don't see is like you will be moving to that place slowly but surely. You will be moving. Maybe you have to do the paperwork, so you'll be coming back to the place you are right now. You will come back, and then you will do the paperwork, you will get a job there, and you will move to that place. So that's a very that's something maybe many of you are not expecting. So yes, you will be making a move. That's something I'm seeing here. And again, with this Knight of Pentacles, it's not a move that you are making because you like the place. No, it's very planned. You know it, that is the place you want to be. You want to be there because that place gave you that feeling that this place you're right now staying didn't give you. So something like that is there. Okay, for some of you. Again, with some of you, you might be finding love there, so you want to yeah, again, it feels like with the spiritual love, you're finding someone, or maybe a friend, or maybe you're seeing that in the 15 days where you stayed there for 1 month or 15 days, right? You felt so happy that you never felt. Your mental health was so good, the climate was good, the food you enjoyed, and you just felt that deep love, and you felt like, yes, this is my place, this is where I belong. You might have felt that. So you're just making that move. And again, we have someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. With this, what I'm getting is like you will be stubborn with it. You'll be like, yes, I know that this is what I want. I'm so sure. As I told, with this Knight of Pentacles, you're not someone who is making a very impulsive decision. No, this is not an impulsive decision at all. This is very much well planned. Again, when the tiger or lion hunt, they look at the scenario, they look at all the places, and then only they make the decision to hunt. They jump, they take their time. And here I see that you're making your time. You're looking up. You're like, yes, I stayed there. Now I'm here. I know that how I was deeply felt the sense of belonging to this place. I felt that this is my place. This is where I need to stay. This is what, maybe for some of you, this is about the work as well. Maybe you were working on a project and you felt so good about it, so you want to do more of those kinds of work. Yeah, something like that I feel like. Or maybe you worked with a person and you felt a sense of belonging with that person, and you are like, yes, maybe I should work with them. So you're making a decision. Maybe they're in a different country and you're moving to that country in order to work with them. That's something I'm seeing here for you guys. So this is it's a big decision that you're making, a big move. That's what I feel like. So you never thought that you will make this kind of move. This is very it's something that you're not thinking about right now. But I see that's happening. So for some of you, this can be a big move in your career, changing career, like completely changing your career, completely. Maybe if you were in this, maybe if you're a teacher, you're doing something entirely different than that. Or if you are a doctor, you're doing something entirely different than that. So maybe that's the thing. So, and you're going to stick to it. You will be very stubborn in a good way. That's what I'm seeing here. You're not allowing anyone to come in between this thing, because you know that you belong to this thing. With this 8 of Pentacles and Magician, this can be related to work for some of you. Some of you, it can be related to travel. Maybe you want to travel, see more places. So you're planning, preparing, saving money for it. And as you're working towards this goal, you're seeing that there is an increase in money. Maybe there is someone who is helping you with money. That is something you're not seeing. Maybe someone who is older than you, wiser than you, may be giving you some sort of extra money. There is some sort of bonus that is coming your way. It feels like you're listening to that calling inside of you, and you're taking action. It's a risky move, but it's a risky move, but you know that you belong there and you're going to take action. That's what it feels like. Many of you don't know about it. I feel like because that's what the message is. You don't see that coming. Maybe you're like, no, I'm not going to change careers. I'm not going to do that. But you will be. Or maybe for some of you are starting to think about it. Like, maybe I should change it to this. Maybe I should travel more. Maybe I should go back. Maybe if you're someone who is in a different country, maybe you were born in a specific country. Now you're in a different country. I feel like you will be just going for a vacation to the country where you were born, and then you will be very much feeling the connection, and you will be finally making a decision to get back to that country where you were born. That is also something I'm seeing here. So very big move here. Yeah. So let's see the final message for you guys. Oh, you have 2 cards. So let's see the affirmation cards here. Oh, we have 3 cards. My thoughts are creative. Again, with this 8 of Pentacles and Magician, you have something manifesting in your work area that is going to be very fulfilling. You will belong to this work. Like whenever you do your work, it will be so fulfilling. You will belong. You feel like you're meant to do this work. So some of you, what you don't see coming is like you're going to do a work that is deeply fulfilling, right? And you will be feeling like, yes, I'm born to do this work. I'm meant to do this work. And that's why you will get a lot of gain from this work. Because this is what your purpose is. For some of you, you're finding your calling, you're finding your purpose. Yes, it's not going to be a very fast journey, but it's going to be stable, and you're going to move one step. That's what I have to say. So again, your thoughts are creative. This can be a very creative thing as well for some of you. Maybe you have thought that I'm not a creative person, I cannot do anything creative, and you're finding that passion in you, and you're going to surprise yourself. That's what I feel like here with this work. Okay, and again, for some of you, you will be moving for love. Again, that is also there, but that, the country that you will be moving, it will only give you great happiness, great wealth. Everything will be good for you guys when you will be moving to this new place or whatever it is. I feel a move is coming. Again, with the citrine as well, it's going to give you a lot of good luck. And it is a place where you will be very stress-free. It's not going to be very busy. It's a little bit of a slow living, something like a slow living. You don't have to be very fast. You don't have to hustle so much. It's kind of a slow living where you're going slow, but you're doing the work. You're being productive. At the same time, you're not living this fast life. So that's why you're going to be in touch with yourself, with your thoughts, feeling very creative. I'll just read it for you guys. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my own mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. So it feels like some of you are making the choice. You're not allowing anyone to tell you that this is not a good decision, because you know that this will be like a very strong feeling. Like that's why I feel like you'll be very stubborn about it. When you will see this decision, like I'm moving to this place, and maybe your parents will be like, no, don't move to that country. That country will not give you anything. That place will not give you anything. Maybe they have a view on that country, but you know it. Like you know it that this is your place. This is where you belong, right? And yeah, it's a risky move, but you know in your heart that this will give you the goodness that you want. And yes, it will. It will. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. So maybe for some of it there is going to be opposition from someone. Maybe it's your parents who are telling you don't do it. Maybe this career, right, career part as well, where you know that you want to do it. Maybe you studied for something and you're doing something entirely that you want to do, but maybe your parents will come and tell you, why are you doing this? This is why we made you study that and all. You know, maybe there will be that kind of talk. Yeah, sometimes it's painful. But see them as people who don't know that information. See as them as people who want your best, but at the same time they don't know what's best for you, right? Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, they want our best, but they don't know what's best for us. But sometimes we know what's best for us, and yes, once you will face that objection from that, but it will get better. Okay. And I love and approve of myself. Yes, you got to approve yourself, right? Yes. Because maybe even the people are not approving of you, your decision, you ought to approve yourself, because you know that your thoughts, you know that this is one for you, you know that this career belongs to you, it makes you so happy, it makes you feel fulfilled. Yes, it's going to be a slow journey, it's going to be a different journey, it's something different, it's something risky, but I know that this is something that I will love. So I have to approve for that. I cannot stay in a place where I feel like I don't belong. I want to do something that I feel like a sense of belonging. So yes, it's difficult, but you will know it in your gut that this is best for me, and I see you taking action towards it. That's the message here, group number 2. Hope it made sense, hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Group number 3, if you have chosen the poppy with the dream, number 41, and carnelian crystal. So let's see what is the message for you guys. What you don't see coming. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle first and then we will start your reading. You're finally not going to give up. Maybe in the past, the image that I'm seeing is a person who is climbing the stairs, and when they reach the middle, they're like, I'm out of breath, I cannot go anymore, so I'm just going to go back. Maybe you have done that all the time in your life, and here finally you're like, no, I'm not going to give up, even though it's hard, even though I'm out of breath. I'm just going to do some breathing exercises and I'm going to climb and I'm going to reach the destination where I want. So here for some of you, this can be a thought pattern that you are eliminating. Maybe sometimes we have this certain particular thought patterns, right? And because of it, our subconscious mind tell us, no, you cannot do it, and we just listen to it. We just listen to that pattern, and we don't persevere enough, and we just do the same old. And I see you breaking from that same old patterns. Okay. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing you will be consistent with something. Consistency. Yeah, consistency is the word. We have the Fool. 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you will be starting something new and you will be working on it. In the past, you have given up on these kinds of things. For example, before shuffling this, I'll say that, when we start an exercise program, right? Maybe we do it for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then we don't continue it at all because we're like, no, I cannot do it. And we go back to the old habits. Here, that's exactly is changing. This time, when you are telling yourself, I will do this thing, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to learn. You're going to get so much good at it. And for example, when it's exercise, you start something, right? And you live in the middle. You have been doing that all your life, living in the middle, right? You don't continue it, so you don't see the progress or change because there is no consistency. Here what I'm seeing is like you're being very consistent, and now you're seeing the changes in your body. Maybe if you're doing some sort of strength exercise, you're seeing your body gaining that strength, that muscle that you wanted all your life. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Okay. Then we have, commitment. You're committing to yourself, the core. Yes. As I told, that makes sense, like the stairs. half you have done that all the time. You commit to something, then when it gets tougher, you just like, I cannot do it, I'm just leaving it, I quit. This time you are not quitting. That's what the change is. Okay, we have love, we have good luck, we have ring, we have, this came first, I think, a goal oriented person, and we have a two-faced friend. I feel like in this two-faced friend is you two-faced, right? You have this one side of you that is like, yes, I'm going to dedicate, and this other side inside of you that telling you cannot do it. You're not that worthy enough. You cannot do it. You cannot maintain that exercise routine. You cannot have that body. You never had that body. You have always been big. How you can be lean, right? That the subconscious mind programming with this card, the devil mindset, right? The toxic mindset that we have, the negative patterns we have. Finally, you're breaking free from that. That's what I see here. You know, sometimes it's sometimes in our subconscious mind that we cannot have this kind of life. I'm not worthy enough of it. That thought that we have, it kind of tells us, you know, the subconscious mind tells us like, you cannot do it, get back. Like a parent telling us that you cannot do it. So we feel like, we cannot do it maybe. So we don't trust ourselves. So we become two-faced, right? Like once we are telling, I'll commit to it, and then we are telling inside of us like, I cannot do it. It's not for me. I cannot have that. They can have, I cannot have that. It's like you're looking at other people's talents, and you're like, oh my god, they have so much of talent, they can do anything they want. You motivating other people like, you can do it, you have so much in you. But at the same time, someone tells you that you have this quality, you're like, no, I don't have it. Yeah, that kind of two-faced energy I'm getting here for you guys. That's what you are eliminating, that's what you're cutting, that's what you don't see coming. It can be because of the lack of confidence, maybe because in the past or when you were a kid, you were not motivated enough, you didn't get the correct guidance, maybe you used to give up very easily, or maybe it's not also about giving up. You tried your best, but you had this feeling, you know, that feeling like even though how long you try, how hard you try, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get into the destination. Even though you will get only the half of it. You're not going to get full of it. So something like that pattern that you had, that toxic pattern that you had, that negative pattern that you had, you are ending it. You're ending it completely. You're ending it. So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what you don't see coming. And what happens when we end it? We become confident in ourselves. We feel like we are worthy enough to have that thing. We can do it. We are believing in ourselves. We are not doubting ourselves. We are committing to it. We're committing to it with love. And again, with this target, a person, yes, they're like, yes, this is my target for this month. This is where I want to reach, right? So we are just focused on it, and every day, some days it will be very tough, and we are not pushing hard. Rather, with love, we are like, yes, today is the day where I'm not feeling like it, but with love, I'll just do it for 5 minutes, and just doing it for 5 minutes. Or maybe, today I'm not doing it, I'm taking a rest, tomorrow I'll come back. So you're seeing that you're coming back tomorrow and doing it with love. Yeah, so that's what it feels like. A person who is ready to jump to the other side. Like a bridge, you have been, because of your fear, you have been so hesitant to cross the bridge. So you tried 2 or 3 times to cross the bridge, and your subconscious mind was like, no, you cannot do it, you cannot cross the bridge, you cannot go to the other side. Now it's like, yes, I'm very much committed. I know that this is what I want to do. So I'm working on myself, and I know that I have the strength and the courage to cross to the other side because I'm ready now. So it feels like some of you are committing to your own healing journey. Maybe you have tried to commit to your healing journey, but midway you stop doing it. It can be a practice that you used to do. Midway you have seen yourself, you stop it. Again, it can be exercise, any form of healing. With diet, it can be like you're going to a healthy diet. You feel that you stop in the middle, and then once you start eating, then you don't go back to that healthy style. Maybe you have seen yourself breaking from the commitments that you make to yourself, right? Like maybe in the January 1st, this is new year, I'm committing myself to this thing, this thing, and by the end of the January month, you might have not done most of the things, right? Or getting back to this old old habits that hold us in a bondage, right? Doing the same things. But here with this hermit energy, you are finally dedicating, you finally committing to yourself. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It is a new journey where you're jumping to the other side. You are, yes, I have made a plan, I'm going to jump. It's like in between your right, but you will be jumping to this new journey of yours where you're dedicating, as you're committing, you're dedicating something that you want. It can be about your work, about your career. You're working, you're studying hard, you're giving your full dedication to it. You're, again, with this goal oriented person, I see that. You're very goal oriented. Your eyes are on the prize. You know that you have to win this no matter what. Yes, there will be scenarios that will come. There will be times when you will be out of breath, as I told with the stare, right? Out of breath, you felt like giving up, you want to go back. No, you are not going to go back. You're going to dedicate yourself. You will be very, 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 very consistent, and you know that you are going to make it happen. That's what it feels like. You're going to make it happen. Okay, and again, this two side of yours, it feels like a two side of yours. You know, self-sabotage habits, you're finally letting go of it. That pattern, that self-sabotage pattern where you feel like you're not worthy to have this, you cannot have all the things. You know, sometimes we feel like when we are starting to get good things, when we are starting to see ourselves lucky, we feel like, oh, I cannot have everything. Everything is not, it cannot be that good. And because of that, the subconscious mindset that we cannot have all the good things, sometimes we become our own enemies, right? And here I see that you're fighting off that and you're clearing that, and you're like, yes, I can have everything that I want. I can have a fulfilled life. I can have everything in every area of my life. I can have whatever I want. So that kind of commitment, I see that. That's what you're doing. For some of you, this is a new journey where you're committing to something, some sort of work with this Eight of Pentacles, maybe a hobby that you saw yourself doing. Maybe there is a hobby that you started, you stopped. You are not consistent. So you're not getting better at it. It's like half. You do it half, then you don't commit it. Maybe you buy something for your hobby. Maybe it can be crocheting, right? You buy all the necessary essential, and then you look at 1-2 videos and you do 1-2 things, and then you stop. Everything is in the cupboard. Right? You're not dedicating enough. You're like, oh, I cannot do it. It's so much of time consuming. I don't have time. Making excuses with this two-faced friend. It's like your subconscious is that a two-faced friend who is telling you cannot do it. You're wasting your time. Do something else. Maybe watch Netflix or watch this, watch that. Right? Two-faced friend who is taking away from our target. It's our own subconscious mind, and you are like, no, this time, no. You're working on it with this Hermit card. I see that you're working. You're like dedicating it. I'm going to do it for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes each day. I'm going to dedicate. So this Eight of Pentacles, I see that the dedication is very strong. You're disciplined. You're consistent. And you're seeing good luck following you because you're doing it with love, not with this, like you're this two-faced cat, who is like, name this two-faced cat who give you doubt. If you're I heard that somewhere, like if this kind of thought is arising, like you cannot do it, name these kinds of thoughts. When you're thinking those thoughts, this is not you, this is someone else. And as a friend who is always gossiping, we can let go of it, let go of that friend, like that, let go of that kind of thoughts by telling you, just get out now, and replace it with those thoughts that make you feel good about you. So do that kind of exercise. So commit to good thoughts, loving thoughts, to good luck thoughts. I see that you will be doing that, and it's a journey with this Hermit card. Your thoughts needs to change, and when we need to change our thoughts, that also requires this kind of consistency, discipline, right? Because we have been in this negative thoughts, doubting ourselves. Now we are just doing the opposite of it, where we are not doubting ourselves. We're believing in ourselves and doing what we can do. Even though there are failures, we are not walking away from failures. We are not scared of failures. Rather, we are like, yes, today I failed, I'll try again. That kind of energy I see from you guys. That's the message here. Yeah, you're doing things with love. You're taking care of yourself. You're not hard on yourself, but at the same time, you know that you have this much in you and you can achieve it. So you're just doing your best. That's what it feels like. Yeah. So let's see the final messages from the affirmation cards for you guys. I'll take one more. Okay. Look, I listen with love to my body messages. Again, with love you're listening to the messages. Again, you know that this is not a loving message that my mind is telling me. So I just let go of it. Right? I know that this is not true. This is my self-doubt. This is my fear. So I'm just going to let go of it. You're doing that pattern. You are ending that negative thinking pattern, toxic patterns. That's what I feel like. Yeah. So my body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole and complete. I even feel like you're working on your health as well. Health, finally. Not again with anything, as I told, diet or with exercise. You will be consistent this time. You're not going to give up in the middle. So I can release the past and forgive everyone. Again, it feels like the thoughts and patterns that we carry from the past, we make it our own, and that's how a subconscious mind tells us you can have this much only, you can have that much only. So what you're doing is like that toxic patterns that, all the past things, the thoughts we have, we are actually clearing that, we are letting go of it and building new thoughts that are good for us, right? So that's what you're doing by forgiving. I see that for you guys. I free myself. Yes, it feels like you're getting the freedom. Now this is a new journey where you are achieving whatever you want to achieve because you're believing in it. You're getting rid of this two-faced friend, that thought patterns. You're cutting that. The limited beliefs, you're ending that. That's what you're healing, guys. I feel like you're finally healing your past. And now you're here to a future that is not like your past, that is completely different, where you're seeing yourself dedicating to the things that you want. And as you're seeing that, you're gaining that confidence. Yeah. So I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I'm free to move into a new glorious experiences. So anyone in your life made you feel like that you need to be bondage to something, you're actually freeing themselves, you're freeing yourself from them, and you are having this freedom that you always wanted. So yes. So that's what the message is for group number 3. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care.